guys, welcome back to the second episode of Blureel Studios. On this episode I will be diving into my complete collection of Steelbooks, and it's gonna be a fun episode, a lot of Blu-rays to discuss, and let's start off with the beginning with Two Guns, starring Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington. A fun buddy crime movie basically, and this is the Pop Art Collection Steelbook, and I quite enjoy this one. The film is not that bad, it's not that great either. It's a fun throwaway film with two likable actors playing off of each other, and the Steelbook looks beautiful. As you can see, it's kind of a hand-drawn image. The back is just this one right here with some bullets right there, but I like the fronts quite a bit, and the film is alright. Then we have 10 Cloverfield Lane. This film is awesome, and I love the Steelbook. I love the artwork for it, and the title has some debossing in there, as you can see. And we have the back there, the staircase, and we have on the inside we have the green one, the green artwork. Yeah, it's quite neat. Another pop art version of Adventures of Tintin. I've never seen the film, but I like the Steelbook, and since I'm Belgian myself, I really should give this one a watch. A big surprise for me when I saw it finally. It's Alita: Battle Angel. I love this movie. I never saw it in theaters. Watching it on Blu-ray at home, I kind of regret that, because this film is actually really good, and I hope they make a sequel, but financially this film didn't do so well, so maybe give it some support and pick up a Blu-ray when you get a chance. The Steelbook is quite gorgeous. There is some shine on the hand there, and if you look up close, the detailing on that hand is just gorgeous. Then we have Amadeus, the director's cut, the Steelbook. I've yet to watch the film, but I've heard some great things about it. And if you want a digital download code, there it is. Enjoy. And now it's gone forever. American Sniper is the next one, starring Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller, directed by Clint Eastwood. The way I summarize this movie is basically it's a fantastic war film, but kind of laughable biopic. The way they portray our main character. If you've seen anything or heard anything about this guy in real life, there's some questions to be asked. That's all I'm gonna say. Then we have Arrival. Don't look at the packaging. I use kind of a plastic slip to preserve it, because actually buying Steelbook protectors is quite expensive. But this is Arrival, the Steelbook, one of my favorite films of all time. When I saw the Steelbook, you know I had to pick it up. And this is the inside. There is an interior design. You can kind of see it. I love the subtlety of it. I love this movie, so I was happy to pick this one up. Put it back. Yeah, so a tip I can give any collector out there: if you don't want to buy Steelbook protectors because they are expensive for what they are, you could use some plastic. I can show you on some Blu-rays to come what I have found and what I use, what I do now basically. The first Marvel Steelbook to come on stage is Avengers Infinity War. I love this Steelbook, I love this movie. The debossing or the embossing on the gauntlet, I don't know if you can tell, but and there's some debossing on the actual Infinity Stone, so it's just a complete design. You can slip off the cardboard and have a full frame basically of Thanos and Infinity Gauntlet. On the back we have on the inside we have a design. soundtrack on CD as well as the Blu-ray, which is quite nice. There we go. Moving on, we have the Blair Witch Project, the Steelbook Blu-ray. You might be wondering, why do I own this on Blu-ray? Well, I love this movie. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time, and I just love the Steelbook, and it comes with a lot of bonus features. And it's not a film you should watch, or the viewing is not enhanced by any means with the HD presentation. But I love the Steelbook, so that's why I picked it up. Then we have Bloodfather, starring Mel Gibson, a very violent and pretty damn good movie. Check it out if you get a chance. Look at the artwork, look at the hero shot for the Mel. Bram Stoker's Dracula, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring Gary Oldman as Dracula. Interesting movie, very hard to get through because of its pacing. I have a lot of issues with it, but I respect it. I respect the filmmaking on display, and it's really not that bad actually. And the Steelbook, this is part of the pop art collection, is quite nice. Then we have Captain Phillips, another Marvel one with Captain Marvel. This back design. I quite like the Steelbook. I enjoyed the film. 4K Steelbook for Casino is up next. Look at the artwork, look at the faces. One of my favorite movies of all time. Scorsese at his best, at his best, with a 4K disc in there. Then we have Creed. This is the French Blu-ray, and you can tell by the French title underneath it. And we have Creed 2, the 4K Steelbook. Right here. Love these films. They're fantastic. So that's the first batch. I'm gonna take out the second one in a second. So let us continue with our next batch of Steelbooks. This is a special one for me. This is probably one of the most precious ones I own. It's the Arrow Video Steelbook for Day of the Dead, the classic by George A. Romero, sorry. And it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And you're gonna hear me say this a lot today. But my kind of rule, or my kind of reason behind buying Steelbooks, is I have to enjoy the film, or the film has to be at least good to me, and the Steelbook has to be worth it in terms of quality of the movie, design, and all that stuff. But Day of the Dead is a special one for me because I just want to own the Blu-ray first of all, because they are very hard to find, and the Steelbook is just gorgeous. So that's why I picked this one up, and I paid a fair penny for it. But I love this thing. It is one of the most precious ones I own, and it's one of the best zombie movies ever made, if not the best. I love this movie, and I urge you to check it out if you get a chance. And this is it. There are 2 discs, the Blu-ray as well as the DVD. I just love this thing so much. Moving on, we have another special one. This is Django Unchained, starring Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Christoph Waltz. I love the Steelbook because it has some debossing on the title there, if you can tell. And it has a double-sided kind of artwork, which I enjoy. And some interior artwork as well. Now, I have 2 Steelbooks for my number 3 film of 2016, Deepwater Horizon. I'll just show off this one first. This is the one I picked up in the French-speaking part of Belgium. And it's not really available in this side of the country, So I'm thinking this is the French release actually. But I love this thing. There we go. I love this movie as well. I think it's fantastic. Just I can't really talk about all the things I love because this video is going to be too long as it is. This is the second Steelbook I own. I got this from zombie.com. I love the artwork on there. The kind of oil spill, the explosion in the ocean kind of feels like a monster creeping up to terrorize the surface. And this one comes with an interior design with Mark Wahlberg's oily face. This is a classic. Dog Day Afternoon, Al Pacino. Fantastic film. Picked it up on Blu-ray. Don't Breathe. I have to do this. Really well directed movie. Wasn't that terrified of it, but the actual story and the direction of it was kind of neat, and the Steelbook is pretty damn cool. One of the biggest releases of this year, Dragon Ball Super Broly. I love this thing, love the Steelbook, love the film, and it's a return to form, and the fact that Broly is actually part of Dragon Ball canon officially now. Yes, please. The Equalizer. Not my favorite Steelbook, but a fun movie, certainly. One of my favorite Steelbooks coming up, E.T. by Steven Spielberg. Gorgeous looking Steelbook. It has a dent here, which bugs the crap out of me. Evil Dead 2, a classic, a must own for a collector. And another one from Zavi. This is Filth. I highly recommend you watch this movie. This film is absolutely brilliant. James McAvoy performance is mesmerizing. It's a disturbing film in a lot of ways, but it is so well put together, so well directed, written and portrayed. I adore this movie, and if you get a chance, pick it up. It's quite cheap on Zawo.com. This Steelbook is a beauty, first of all, with embossing and debossing and all the things that come with it, and a beautiful color palette, and a digital copy. So the first one to pick it up. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Gone forever. Just watch it. It's fantastic. I love this movie. It is dark. It is twisted, but it is phenomenal. There, I'm gonna make some room. Fury, starring Brad Pitt. A fantastic war film. Kind of underappreciated. It got a great review, certainly, but I would kind of put this up there almost with Saving Private Ryan. I mean, Saving Private Ryan is, leagues and ladders above everything else, but in terms of grittiness and realism, this film is phenomenal. I love this movie. It's not for everyone. The characters are kind of, unlikable, but that's the point of the film. That's what war does to a man. And we have the back here. This one came with 2 discs and a booklet, which is always awesome. Then we have Ghostbusters. This is also one of my favorite Steelbooks. I mean, look at the coloring, look at the artwork, look at the shine it has, and it's Ghostbusters. I mean, you can't go wrong there. Then we have Ghostbusters 2. I love the color palette and the artwork even more than the first one, so I had to pick this up. And I like Ghostbusters 2. It's not as good as the first one, but go with a Dragon Tattoo up next by David Fincher. Disturbing and awesome movie. The Steelbook is fine. I mean, I don't quite enjoy or like this kind of direction for a Steelbook. Just basically putting a sticker on a Steelbook, but it is a Steelbook, so I picked it up, and it's a fantastic film. So, Gladiator, the 2-disc special edition on Blu-ray with everything on the back. They don't do that nowadays for Steelbooks, but this one has. But, Gran Torino, get off my lawn. Gotta do a Clint Eastwood impression with this one. Fantastic film. It's really, really good. And the Steelbook, it has some embossing and debossing and all the good things you want for a Steelbook. And it's a fantastic film. So, Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day. Wait, this is a dumb joke. Yeah, it's Groundhog Day. With Bill Murray. Fantastic comedy, one of the best ever made. Godzilla. This is the recently released Steelbook for the 2014 version of Godzilla, and it's a quite nice Steelbook. I love it. But to take the cake is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. With the color palette and everything, the 4K Steelbook. Oh, I love it. Another World War II masterpiece, Hacksaw Ridge. Mel Gibson proving that he is a director like few others, with a fantastic film and a fantastic Steelbook. Hereditary. I love this movie. It's probably one of the best horror films ever made, in my opinion. It has a plastic on there because I really want to preserve it. But I love the design on this one. This is not that great. We have the house on the back here. And it comes with this little cardboard thing to give just a bit more protection. And we have the 4K Steelbook for Halloween 2018. I enjoyed this film quite a bit. A bit of a backstory. I only watched the original Halloween the day before I went to see Halloween 2018. I never had any investment in this franchise. I never saw any of these movies, so watching the original one first and then this one, which is a sequel to the original, was actually quite enjoyable. And I think that helps me enjoy this film a lot more than many fans of the series have. I enjoy this film quite a bit. There are some issues I have with it, certainly, but I love the direction in it. The suspense was actually there, and that's what you need with a Halloween movie. And the 4K Steelbook, just look at that. Look at that. The pumpkin on the back, can't go wrong. Want the digital download codes? Here it is. 3, 2, 1, gone forever. Then we have The Host. I am a sucker for monster films, as you can tell by the amount of Godzilla movies I own. But this film is a special one. It's a Korean movie about a monster that comes out of the water, basically. And it's fantastic. And the Steelbook is a beauty as well. Look at that. Pick it up if you get a chance. I Am Legend. It's I Am Legend. I mean, I love that movie. So, let's continue on with some Nolan films. This is the first one, Inception, the 4K Steelbook, which has recently come out. And it has some embossing on there. It's still in the plastic because, yeah, I want to preserve it for as long as I can. But I'll probably unwrap this one soon because I am picking up a 4K Blu-ray player. Another Steelbook for Inception. I like this one even more. I love the artwork on there. The back is not that great, unfortunately. If you really look at it, the image on there just feels so photoshopped, and the hole in the wall is just out of focus, and it's really not that great. And from what I can tell, this one has the same artwork on the back. I haven't seen it yet, but that's what I'm guessing. But this is not that great, but the front though is phenomenal. Interstellar. If you want to know what my tattoo is, there you go. Interstellar, my favorite steelbook of this film. Well, probably one of my favorite steelbooks I own. I love this movie. I love the steelbook. I love the color palette. It's fantastic. Jurassic World, obviously. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. This one is amazing. Pick it up, support it. It needs it. Oh man. Charlie Hunnam. Kong Skull Island 3D. Fantastic movie, fantastic steelbook. Kong Skull Island, the 4K steelbook. This thing is a beauty. The candy red, the artwork, everything about it. Pick it up on Zavi.com if you still can. Lawrence of Arabia, the pop art steelbook. Lethal Weapon. All four of them were the same steelbooks with different number, as you can tell, but a different artwork on the back. So I only picked up the first one because it's amazing. Life or Alien Light. Mad Max Fury Road 3D. This steelbook is a beast, like the film. Just love it. Magnificent Seven. The steelbook. The Matrix. Men in Black 3. Minority Report. Tom Cruise. Monsters. Love this movie. Love the steelbook as well. The Mummy Trilogy with debossing on there. Old Brother, Where Art Thou? Still have to watch this movie, but I will, no worries. And this one. Overlord. Oh man, this film is amazing. Please pick it up. Please watch it. It's fantastic. It's everything I need from a B movie, a horror movie that is so silly and yet so well crafted and so passionate in what it does. I mean, oh, this film. And the blood splatter on there are actually parachutes. Just that little touch, it's just so genius. Making way. Raging Bull. Steelbook. The Raid 1 and 2 double feature. Fantastic movies. The Rocketeer, a superhero film before superhero films were the thing they are today. Well crafted, well made. Enjoy it quite a lot. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Zavi steelbook. You can still get, by the way. The Shawshank Redemption 4-disc collector's edition. Love this movie. Love the steelbook. I mean, one of the best films ever made. Sicario and Sicario 2 Day of the Soldado. The 4K steelbooks. Still in the plastic because I have yet to unpack them. I want to preserve them for as long as I can, because I love these movies. The first one especially, it's phenomenal. That's another batch gone. I'll get the next one. Give me a second. Well, we're back. We have arrived at the S's. Starting off with Snatch, the pop art collection, steelbook. Then we have The Shallows, fun shark film. Skyfall, beautiful steelbook. Spectre, not that great, and the steelbook is just a magnet for prints and all of these I enjoy the Steelbook. The film is fine. Smoking Aces, love this movie. Pick it up, please, and watch it. It's fantastic. Snowpiercer. The first film I actually wrote a review for on IMDb, and it's very shitty. But the movie is fantastic. And we have Spider-Man Homecoming. This is a fun thing. It has debossing on the spider right here because it came with, you guessed it, a magnet. So basically, very creative way of releasing a Steelbook. We have the front of the suit and the back of the suit with 2 discs. Fantastic. Then we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Fantastic Steelbook. Fantastic movie. The Star is Born. I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Bradley Cooper is a fantastic actor and a very talented director as well. And pro tip, never borrow your Steelbooks to family. Never do it. Never do it. This is not really a Steelbook, but it is a metal case, but it is Star Trek, J.J. Abrams' first installment. And then we have Star Trek Into Darkness. I'll show you back there. Some embossing in the title. One of the most beautiful Steelbooks I own is this one, Star Trek Beyond. I love the color palette. I love the fact that they are paying homage to the original Star Trek film with the color palette, with the actual design of the artwork and the back. I mean, look at that. The green shading right here. It's just beautiful. And on the inside as well, we have this beautiful interior artwork. Just awesome. From Star Trek, we go to Star Wars with Rogue One, the 3D Steelbook, The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi. And we have Suicide Squad, the 3D Steelbook. I really love this artwork they have on the front there. The back is not that great, but you know, it is what it is. It looks like a candy shop, basically. Oof, Super 8. Love this Steelbook. The embossing on the title there, the embossing. I keep mixing them up. We have Superbad. Fantastic comedy. We have Taxi Driver. The Pop Art Collection Steelbook. Terminator Salvation. This film gets so much hate, and I don't get it. I really don't. Thor Ragnarok, again another Steelbook that came with a magnet. Come on, man. There you go. With a lenticular magnet. There we go. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. I mean, I love this movie. Fantastic Steelbook, the 3D one. I hope you can still pick it up somewhere, but Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This film is a masterpiece. It's funny, it's just so deeply sad, it's heartbreaking, it's devastating to watch, but I love this movie. I had to pick up a Steelbook, obviously. Transformers, Age of Extinction. The Transformers Complete Collection Steelbook. Again, why? Bumblebee. Why not? Love this film, fantastic. Unbreakable. Glass. Oof. Very dividing film. I loved it. Us, the Steelbook with the golden scissors. From what I can tell, the American version has the title right here, and you could get it signed by Jordan Peele himself, which would be amazing. We're closing in on the end, by the way, guys. We have Venom. Not great, but just not bad either. It was a lot of fun. And it's Tom Hardy, I mean. Whiplash. This is a beauty. But, as you can tell, very prone to get some stains on there as well, so. And to top off the Steelbook collection video, we have Zombieland, the pop art Steelbook. It's not my favorite Steelbook, but I love this movie. There we go. So, that's it. That's the complete collection of Steelbook Blu-rays I own. I own some DVDs, but they're not that interesting to showcase on this episode. So, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you have some requests for what I should do next, leave them in the comment section below. I will do my very best to oblige. My name is Ilan. You guys are awesome. Have a very happy Halloween. Stay safe out there. And remember, today is another day. Ciao, guys!